Have you always wanted to see length retention, like a lot of growth, not just tiny growth? There is a way that you can actually retain a lot of length by doing long-term protective styles. Hello lovelies, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of doing a long-term protective style challenge. Now I've actually done a 6-month protective style challenge, guys, and I shared everything with you from month 1 to month 6, sharing everything that I was doing. Start talking about the pros first. Now this is the positive things that comes along with having a long-term protective style, that you're not touching your hair. Simple as that. If you do a protective style, it means that you are not manipulating your hair too much. You are leaving it to be, and it has a chance to grow. Everyone loses like strands of hair a day, 50 to 100 strands a day. That's normal. You mustn't panic if you lose like 50 to 100 strands a day, because that's normal. That's what a person sheds, okay? But if it's more than that, then there's a problem. So if it's more than that, it's a problem. So what actually happens with protective style, if you have a protective style in, you're not combing your hair, you're not manipulating, so you are not actually going to be losing 50 to 100 strands that you are supposed to be losing if you don't have a protective style in. There is more chance that your hair will grow and not break off because you're not touching it that particular time that you're doing the protective style. But if you have your hair out and then you're just combing maybe every once a week, you are losing strands every time you touch your hair. You are going to lose strands every single time you touch your hair. You are losing strands. So every time when you do a protective style, you're actually saving your hair from breaking a lot. That is a pro of doing a protective style. So much noise outside. So the pros of doing a protective style, there's not much breakage and you're able to retain length, okay, because you're not touching your hair. The other pros as well of doing a long-term protective style, you have time to rest. It's different from when your hair is out. When your hair is out, you have to be consistent with a regimen put in place. I have to do a pre-poo, wash my hair, I have to deep condition. But if you have a protective style in, sometimes it's a little bit different. Your regimen might be different. It might be just spraying water on your hair and all that stuff, okay, if you are doing a long-term protective style. So I think that is the pros, guys. That is the pros of doing a long-term protective style challenge. We talked about breakage, right? And we talked about time to rest. And the other one is actually length retention. Guys, let me tell you, if you do a long-term protective style like 6 months, you can literally retain length within those 6 months because you are not manipulating your hair, and there is chance for your hair to actually grow without you manipulating your hair. So you're able to retain a lot of length within that time. I really recommend that if you think that your hair is not growing, just do a long-term protective style and you will be shocked. You will begin to see hair growth like never before. So start doing long-term protective styles because you can retain a lot of length. It's not just like an inch. Sometimes you actually retain maybe 4 inches. If you're talking about 6 months, the pros of doing a long-term protective style is that you are able to track your hair growth. When I started the 6-month protective style, when I was 1 month, I saw the growth. 2 months, I saw the growth. 3 months, I saw the growth. Now I know that if I stay with the protective style for 1 month, just for 1 month, I won't be able to grow that much hair compared to as I do a 6-month protective style. To be honest, guys, your hair grows a lot starting from 3 months upwards. This fly. Your hair grows a lot if you take down your hair when it's 3 months, 8 to 6 months. That's when you can see a lot of growth. Now I can tell you that because I was tracking my hair growth from the 1 month period to the 6-month period. Keep your hair in for 1 month. You're not really going to retain that much length compared to as you keep it for maybe 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. You can see like literal growth, like a lot of growth when you keep it in for that long. So that is the pro of doing a long-term protective style. You can track your growth, like how many inches are you growing within 3 months. So those are the pros of doing a long-term protective style challenge. Talking about the 6-month protective style challenge. The cons now. Long-term protective style challenges, like 6 months that I did, you have an itchy scalp, like seriously and literally. I was scratching my scalp like crazy. I actually talked about this, I think, in my updates. I talked about me having an itchy scalp. It was just a lot, okay? I was just scratching and scratching and scratching all the time, and it was uncomfortable. Sometimes it was very, very uncomfortable. My scalp was itching like crazy, okay? When I had the long-term protective style, I don't know what happens, but if your hair like is plaited, sometimes it starts itching a lot. So that is the con that I faced when I was doing my 6-month protective style challenge. It was just a lot. My scalp was itching. I was like always like this, like almost all the time. Well, as for me, I don't know about you guys, I have a lot of sebum. If my hair is not like active, I'm not combing it, I'm not doing this and that, I have a lot of sebum build up, and I don't even know why. That's why I don't like oiling my scalp nowadays, because if I scratch my scalp right now, I don't have oils on my scalp, but if I scratch, if I do this, I'll see a lot of like sebum, like those black, I don't know whether you can see that, but I have a lot of sebum built up on my scalp. It's just a lot, guys, honestly. And sometimes I don't even put products on I just spray like a spray on my scalp every other day, but I don't like apply oils on my hair, and I have product build up caused by the sebum. So that is the con. I don't really like that, because I don't like washing my hair whilst in a protective style. It leads me to my next point. The cons of a protective style. I don't like washing my hair when it's in a protective style. You know why? Because when I do this, the roots, they tangle on their own. When I'm about to take it down, I have a lot of tangles on the roots, and that causes a lot of breakage. So nowadays I don't like washing my scalp when I have a protective style in. I really don't like doing that, because it causes a lot of tangles, and when you're about to take it down, there's a lot of breakage that happens on the roots of the hair, and the roots is what is actually growing out from your scalp. So if you have a lot of breakage like on the roots, then you're not doing anything, because that is the new growth that is just come out. So I really think that the cons are really serious of doing a long-term protective style. I don't like washing my scalp, okay, and I have a lot of sebum built up. Well, that is what I experienced. Maybe you can experience something different. We are different, because we're gonna have different experiences, but yes, that is what I can say. And also the cons as well of doing a long term is that you have a lot of matting of hair. Your hair is gonna be matted, especially if you stay with it for about 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. It's going to be tangled. Depending with the style that you have put in, you have to really take your time to take it down, because that 6-month protective style, it was really tangled. Like after detangling the hair was still tangled. Like it was just a lot, and you can lose a lot of length by just detangling if you do it the wrong way. So that is also the con of doing a long-term protective style. Would I recommend this? Would I recommend you to do a 6-month protective style? Of course, yes, I will. I will recommend, because guys, it's so worth it. Like if you are consistent with doing like a treatment, one treatment that you know you are doing consistently, and you do that consistently for 6 months, you will definitely see results. My hair's never grown like this, guys, honestly. Like if I have mini braids, I can do this. I'm actually shocked that I can do a big bun like this with my mini braids. My hair has grown a lot just within those 6 months of doing a long-term protective style. It's worth trying, but if you're scared of taking down the protective style when you stayed with it for about 6 months, I would recommend you to go maybe 3 months to 4 months, or even maybe 2.5 months. But to be honest with you, if you want to take your style down, if it's 1 month, you're not going to see that much of growth within 1 month. That's the honest truth. My braids now are about to reach 1 month. So would I recommend you to do the same thing, to do a long-term protective style? Of course I will, because that's when you can actually see length retention. I know like some YouTubers that have longer hair, like I don't remember the name, but if I can remember the name, I'll put it on the screen. She used to do protective style for 5 months. She was consistent with doing long-term protective styles, and now she has bigger, fuller hair. That's how you can see like length retention, like literally. If you really want to see the growth, you can stay with your protective style for longer, not just like 1 month or 2 months. You can stay with it for longer, but you also have to know how to take it down properly, because you might lose all that length that you just grown out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up and also comment below, because when you comment and like, it helps my videos a lot. I help you, you help me too. Okay, we help each other. Understand? Thank you for watching once again, and bye for now.